The reason AI was such a good scorer was not just because his skill, it was his mentality. Watch these next two plays. So AI takes this shot in the paint, heavily contested, and he's so upset he doesn't get the foul, he tries to intentionally foul, and he doesn't get it. So Orlando comes back down the other end. AI is slow to get back because he's upset, and Orlando misses, so Philly's coming back the other way. And instead of being weak and soft and saying, they're not calling no fouls, I'm not going to go back, AI is going to double down, go back into the paint, and now we get to and one when they call the foul. It's the mentality. Being 6 foot 165, the mentality is important, but it's also important that AI has the skill to match the frame as well. And so going down here in transition, you're going to see AI move down the left side, so the defense is also going to shift left, which means that if he cuts back right, he should have a gap to the middle. And in order to get through that gap, he's going to have to narrow down his body and initiate contact. So what AI is going to do is utilize a cuff pickup, bump with that left shoulder, then bring that ball out forward instead of keeping the ball out to his side, and then through that contact gets balanced in the air and gets that bucket. Now, along with being in transition and getting through gaps, he's going to do the same thing in the half court. So you got Orlando playing a zone. And so where AI is right now on the left wing, once the ball gets down to the baseline, Hito Turkoglu right there at the elbow, he's responsible for AI. But since he has to turn in his back as to AI, he doesn't even know where he is right now. So AI shuffles down to that corner, gets it off the catch, and now attacks this closeout. And now from here, AI's head is always up to see what is going to be available. And now what's available? A gap through this middle, gets skinny once again by pushing that ball forward, and he gets another lay at the rim. A lot of people would think that since AI is 165, it'll be a detriment to his game, but it really helps him. And so now once again, you see him going down this left side, and he's going to end up cutting back to this middle. But now when there's contact and he can't get through it, this little bump is going to send him flying, and even if the defender is playing normal defense, the referee is going to call a foul because how much AI got hit. With AI speed alone, good luck stopping him in transition. But once he gets deceptive, you're cooked. So now when he gets down from this left side, AI is looking to that right. He's looking at Iguodala. And so watch what Jameer Nelson does. He now begins to move more towards that middle, and now since he's picked the middle and is trying to jump that passing lane, AI is now in attack range and splits to that left side and now ends up dropping that off right there and then again that too. Along with the scoring, AI was also an elite passer. Now with the light frame, AI's speed was insane, but he was able to use it perfectly when it came down to screens. And so anytime he just simply had a lane, anytime he was able to see the rim, all he would do was just go, blow by you, big couldn't do nothing, primary defender could do nothing, and he ends up getting a layup oftentimes, right? And right there, notice how he's about to layer these screens when it comes with Jameer Nelson guarding him and Dwight Howard guarding the screener. This first action, you have Howard guarding the step-up screen, and notice how AI's big is flattened out. He hasn't picked a side to set the screen on. Meanwhile, Jameer Nelson has taken away AI's right side, which now means that if Dwight wants to be prepared for AI's drive, he has to get now to his right side and AI's left side. But since Dwight is still attached to the screener, AI just goes left, turns around the corner, drops this off, and they end up going here to the line. So the first time, Dwight didn't pick a side. Now this next time later down the game, you got another step-up screen here with the big. And watch what Dwight does now. Dwight now picks the left side of the screener, AI's right side. And if you watch Jameer Nelson as well, you can see he's about to jump out and take away AI's right. So what ends up happening, AI rejects this, goes left where he has no help from the screener's defender, and he's able to get down here into the lane and gets another foul and goes to the line. And now the next time down, AI is playing this in layers and just exploits this at a masterful level. So you got a step-up screen end of the first quarter. And so what happens now, instead of Dwight being that screener, you have another big. And Jameer Nelson and his teammate are doing a great job right now of leading AI to one side, right? And so you do have two players who are covering AI. But what AI now is about to get into with the skip footwork, that's that football agility, slows down the big, makes him stay connected to that screener. Jameer Nelson a step late, AI gets down to the rim and ends up getting fouled and goes to the free throw line. An unspoken skill of driving in basketball is persistency, but you must do it intelligently so you can do it efficiently. So when AI makes this first attack, He goes, he ends up getting cut off, seeing help, so he brings the ball right back out. And now once he gets out to half court, he now is going to reassess the floor and watch Kyle Korver. He now cuts through on this right side, and AI now gets into his attack. Doesn't need a dribble move because he's that quick. And he gets into the lane and is able to show to the right, lay on the left side. But now I also want you to watch the angles, because we've seen the persistency and the intelligence, but the angles is that much more important. And so watch his left shoulder. AI's left shoulder attacked the hip of his defender, forcing him to open up completely and giving him no angle to get back in front, and his only hope is to reach around behind. So this little shoulder on the right, lay on the left, fooled Dwight, and he ends up getting that too. What allowed AI to average 30 to 33 points per game multiple seasons was not because of finishing, it was his mid-range. And you had to be selective with it. So understand AI size and who's guarding him. AI is 6 foot. Jameer Nelson's guarding him. He's about 5'11", maybe 6 foot. So AI could actually just stop on a dime right in front of his grill and pull up because Jameer Nelson can't get to that. But if he's guarded by a bigger wing or a bigger guard, he's not going to do it. That's the key when it comes down to efficiency. If you're a guard learning from this video, here's a couple ways you could attack full court man-to-man defense. So AI has Jameer Nelson picking up full court, and now he ends up getting a screen from his big in the backcourt. And as a guard, you don't know how to navigate screens in the backcourt, and there's no communication. So at that point, good luck getting past it. So now AI is practically attacking a big from the three-point line, and with his speed, he's just gonna blow by and end up getting a layup. They're just too slow. That was the first way. The second way, I know you've heard this before, but I gotta say it again. It's pace, right? Watch AI's pace on this possession. So he's now gonna cut back to his left side, and he's gonna end up speeding up for a split second and ends up speeding Jameer Nelson up as well. But now watch what Jameer does. When he decides to stunt, AI is playing at such a good pace, he can now react to that stunt and now cut back to the right side where Jameer left while he stunted. So now AI is able to get down into the lane, boom, he gets hit and goes to the free throw line once again. Make sure you add those into your bag. On both sides of the ball, there's things you can learn from this possession. First, watch Jameer Nelson's head, right? He's looking to the left side the whole time. So what this tells AI is that he's trying to pass to his left side and AI's right side. So what is AI gonna do? Sit back, then jump the lane, and now he's gonna end up going down, and he's able to get here and now get fouled and go to the line once again. So on both parts, make sure that you don't give away your passes where you're looking with your eyes. And now on defense, if you see someone do that, you can now jump those lanes, but don't give away that you're caught onto it by jumping out early. Wait until that pass is actually in motion, then begin your motion to jump out on the lane. So if y'all like that video, make sure you go hit the description, join the community where we got exclusive breakdowns every week, exclusive breakdowns, workouts, one-on-one coaching, and make sure you subscribe and watch the rest of these videos. And make sure that you sacrifice the present self and invest into your future self, and do everything you need to do to get to where you're here to be. So discipline or regret, you choose.